What's good, Chief? I hope you have a fantastic week. Well, it's the start of the week. I hope last week was fantastic. I hope when you see this, you're fantastic. And I hope the week ahead, the days ahead, that everything ahead is fantastic. Now, on that positive note, stop being so positive. No, Chief, what I mean is this. Look, quite simply, I've made a video about being an optimist, and I'm still stand by that, but being forcefully positive and being optimistic are two different things. When I say be an optimist, I mean be an optimist about yourself, about the situations. Learn to find value in every single situation you're in, good or bad, no matter how you feel. Learn to grow from everything. Be optimistic about your future, your potential, about people, yes. But Chief, you cannot force positivity when there is negativity in your soul that needs to be listened to, that needs to be felt to the fullest of its extent. Since I started my year back in May, I've been so focused on this optimist trait, and I realize it's been holding me back. Because the two things I've been focusing on, one is drive. That's my word this year. My word is drive. And for some reason, optimism came in, mainly because I was in a kind of a negative space the year before. I guess I wanted to compensate. And it's been good at times, but the thing is, Chief, it's almost not allowed me to be negative. And the one thing I've learned, and I knew this before, but now I know it again, is that the more you suppress negativity, the stronger it gets. It's like as positive I was trying to be, I'd have a yin-yang effect, and I'd have an equal amount of negativity building up inside me. Now, am I saying you should be a negative person all the time? Obviously not. Don't take that from this. What I'm saying is simply, when you are negative, instead of suppressing that emotion, you can use it. You can use it. It is fuel. The same reason why depression and sadness can make the best art. Anger, negativity, all that stuff. Also, if you notice this little gash here, I'll tell you about that in a second, but basically I'm an idiot. I didn't get into a fight, although you should see the other guy. What was I? Fucking hell, my brain's just like that sometimes. Use negativity. Jesus Christ. If you are feeling angry or sad or dissatisfied, and that's a whole video, because I've made countless videos about being grateful, but also you shouldn't ignore the fact that you are dissatisfied. Because you can use this to be better. Just yesterday I had a shift. We're going into it. It was the recipe for disaster. I'd started the day being a bit more of a degenerate than I usually am. And usually if I've got work, I like to set myself up. But you know what I did? I almost set myself up for failure on purpose, because I wanted to prove to myself that no matter how my brain was or how I was doing physically, that I could just get down and do it. I was kind of arrogantly saying to my brain, come on then, I'm gonna show you. And I had a fantastic shift. I felt negative going into it, but I used that to prove a point. I used my internal wants to be really good there, my internal toxic competitiveness. Externally, I didn't let any of this affect anyone, and that's what I'm saying. You can be negative inwards. You don't have to. The strong thing to do is not put it onto other people, but you can use it as fuel. Because emotions don't last forever, and it's going to run out anyway, so why not use it as a source before it runs out, as fuel? When I'm pissed off, when I have something to prove, that's when I do my best work. It's unfortunate that that's how my brain works. I'm quite a spiteful person. But when I used to act out, now I act inwards. Now I let it fuel and be the fire underneath my movements. Do you understand? Now, I can work well when I'm positive, of course. But I tend to find that when I'm positive, I can let things slip a bit more, because I'm not meticulously looking at everything I could be doing just to be the fucking best. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, what has this got to do with being positive? Well, obviously that, but simply, if you are just trying to suppress your negativity, you're going to be negative about being negative. And then, but instead of doing the job that you're supposed to be doing, you're focused on, why you're such a negative person, because you are a human being. You can't be positive all the time. In fact, that would be exhausting. You can be optimistic and negative. They're not contradicting things. Optimistic doesn't necessarily mean to feel good. It just means to see your circumstances in a positive light, not to be positive about them. You can feel negative, but know to yourself that things are going to be better, that you're going to be better. Whenever I make a mistake at work, because I'm new at the job. You have to make mistakes to learn, obviously. I just say to myself, they'll see. I don't tell anyone. I don't go up to people and say, I'm going to be better. You'll see. I just say to myself, they'll see. In time, they'll see. I know it's going to happen. I'm going to be one of the best here. But that's not even what I'm trying to do for my life. This is just like a side quest that I take very seriously. This is... I've got the next 2 days off, so tomorrow we're going to be a bulk recording session. Today, just enjoying the sun. Going to go to the gym. Been ill the last week. Still a bit ill, but I'm better enough to go back to the gym, which I'm excited for. Gonna fucking smash that. Now I'll tell you about this. I was closing up the restaurant because I am a supervisor. I was locking up. Got to check and everything's fine. You know, I went into the kitchen to turn the lights off and stuff, and there was a fan that I unplugged. Obviously, you can't leave things running. There's one of these metal shelves that was obviously built into the wall. Unplugged the fan, came up quite quickly, smacked the corner of it into my head. I genuinely, I was stunned for about 30 seconds, just holding myself like this. Lost about a few thousand brain cells, so. Not that I used them for much use anyway, apart from blabbering on here. Obviously been experimenting with my content a lot, but that's what I'm doing. My favourite style of content is going up into the... Look at this. It's nice and sunny today. My favourite style of content is going up into that. And just because I like getting up there, rain, wind, shine, just recording some videos, mate. Whatever the weather, doing that tomorrow, because I've got the time. And but still, it's just showing me sometimes it's nice to have an informal chat. And when I'm just recording one video, I can sort of be a bit more loose with it. These might not do as well, but... How are you doing, Chief? I sincerely hope you're doing okay. If you're feeling negative right now, that's okay. Be optimistic about your future, but also that negativity. What is it? Is it anger? Jealousy? Dissatisfaction? I'm going to make a video on dissatisfaction because it's a human condition. And the thing about dissatisfaction is it can be very dangerous, because when you're not grateful for things, that's when it gets to be toxic. But you can be grateful for your situation but not be satisfied with where you are, because satisfaction means that you don't need anything else. And my dissatisfaction keeps me pummeling towards a better body, a better mind, a better channel, a better everything. But I can do that while looking at this and being like, I am grateful for this. Look at this. Fantastic. I'm so lucky. I'm not rich, bro. Like, I'm not saying this looks like I'm rich, but like how I afford this. I rent with two of my friends, and but this sort of house in the city that we're in, you couldn't get because there'd be so much competition. The only reason I got it, Chief, was just simply because of social skills. It's the reason why you should talk to people, not just because you'll get stuff out of it, but it just... My last place I was living at when I moved to the city was a dingy little flat. Came here on my own and brought my bros with me. And there was this Donny who owns that chain of flats and also is like managing this house for the landlord. And he was just fixing up the sink. And I could have just walked on. I could have seen that he was a new guy that I didn't know. Gone back into my room. Watched Sidemen Top 10 Moments or something. I don't watch that, just for context. But no, I sparked up a conversation with him, you know, and asked him questions about himself, and he liked the sound of me so much that when we got to talking about my situation, he just told me about this house well before it went on the market, all because I just was nice to him. So there you go. This video has been a bit of a mishmash of different things, but be positive about things, but don't force yourself to be positive. Do you know what I mean? If you don't know what I mean, then you'll know what I mean through your experiences. Because the thing is, when you're needing to be positive all the time, then when you're not, it's like you can't do things. I can't go to the gym today because I don't feel positive about it. I need to fix that first. I can't go to work, or I can't do a good job because I'm not feeling good. If it's based on feeling, you're going to be in a trap of only doing things when you feel a certain way. But if you can use every emotion in a way, if you can go to the gym when you're feeling tired, negative, angry, happy, and the same with work, the same with everything, my brother, you're going to be up here, you know what I'm saying? So just, you are a house, and you should let your emotions into your house equally like you'd let in the rest. Don't shut anger out at the door or try and force away sadness, because those motherfuckers are going to be arrogant and try and bust down your door. Let them in, let them have their stay, let them have their say and leave, just like you would happiness or excitement, because I'm full with confusion now. I'm hearing jazz. Am I on drugs? I promise I'm not putting music in the background. Oh, it's one of my neighbours going out into their garden, playing some old school jazz. I love old school jazz, man. Right, this video's gone on way long enough now, but that's what I enjoy. I'm going to enjoy this coffee, have my first meal of the day, then take my broski to the gym. We're going to hit a good workout. And no matter how I feel, positive, negative, tired, powerful, it will be a good workout. Alright, brother. It's been fantastic to talk to you again. I will see you tomorrow, of course. And remember, if you have a point to prove, say less, do more. Hasta luego.